is the AFERY Nomad 1800 Pro or AFERY P180 Pro all you need to power all your electrics in your camper van? Let's find out. I'm buzzing to get into testing this because when I was on the West Highland Way with Scott up here, they had sent me out their AFERY Nano 100. This tiny power station is all I used to charge my drone batteries, my camera batteries, my phone, Scott's phone. This thing was the MVP of the trip, but this thing would last me all day, and then when we got to some of the campsites we would basically just plug it in and charge it. But we're not here to talk about the AFERY Nano 100, we are here to talk about the AFERY P180 Pro. But I feel it's worthwhile mentioning the AFERY Nano 100 because that's been my first introduction to AFERY, and given how tough the West Highland Way was, power wasn't one of the concerns that we had on the trip. So I have been patiently waiting for AFERY to reach out to send out one of their bigger power stations, and luckily they have sent out their AFERY P180 Pro, so let's dig straight into it. So most power stations are all going the same way. You get the unit inside, warranty cards, manuals, you do get the AC power cord and an MC4 XT60 solar cable. So first impressions, I'm digging it. I'm loving how light and portable it is. I do love the two carry handles that are embedded in the actual unit, and it is nice and flat, so you can put like an iPad or your laptop or whatever up there. And I've also noticed as well, which has been missing from a lot of power stations, we do have a light on it, but we'll cover that. So let's cover the features. Dimensions wise, it's 35 centimeters by 22 centimeters by 26.3 centimeters with a lightweight of 11.64 kilograms. Capacity size, this is a 1024 watt hour LiFePO 4 battery, which is expandable up to 5120 watt hours. We'll cover expansion more in a bit. Because of the LiFePO 4 battery technology, we do have a charge cycle life of 4000 charge cycles to 80% capacity. It's got a pure sine wave inverter, so it is safe for plugging in your phone or your laptop that do have sensitive electronics. It's got a UPS function of 10 milliseconds, so that's uninterruptible power source. And you would mostly use this for CPAP machines, electrical equipment, or if you've got frozen food and stuff like that. It means if your main power source was to cut off, you could use this as emergency backup and it would kick in within 10 milliseconds. It's also got a built-in MPPT controller for solar as well as advanced BMS protection, so you've got your overloads, your short circuits, your heat protection, etc. And it does also offer smart app control. Outputs wise, we've got two AC UK ports at 1800 watts, we've got two USB-A 3.0 ports at 18 watts, two USB-C ports, one at 20 watts and one fast charging at 140 watts. We've got one 12 volt car socket at 10 amps, and we've got two DC 5521 ports at 12 volt 3 amps. So for the charging and the charge times, we've got AC input at 1000 watts max at 1.5 hours. We've got car input at 12 volt 8 amps for 12 hours, solar input XT60 at 500 watts at 2 hours, and we can dual charge with solar and AC up to 1500 watts for 1.3 hours charging. Now what's actually different with the AFERY P180 Pro versus a lot of other power stations I've reviewed is you don't set the fast charging on the app. There's actually a switch on the back rated at 500 watts or 1000 watts. And we also do have that nice display showing the input output percentage in the middle and how much time remaining on the left. And like I said at the start, we do have that LED light with 3 modes, steady, flash and SOS. Up top we've got 2 nice grip handles. On the sides we've got exhaust fans for bringing air in and taking air out. On the back we've got an overload protection switch, and if you lift the flap up we do have XT60 ports with the AC along with the expansion port. So there aren't too many 1000 kilowatt hour power stations on the market that actually support expansion batteries. Usually that's reserved for a lot of the bigger units, but the AFERY P180 Pro does support battery expansion. You can use 4 of these batteries to take the wattage from 1024 watt hours all the way up to 5120 watt hours. And if you look at this picture here, you can quite clearly see that the expansion batteries are just the same dimensions as the P180 Pro, but maybe a wee bit shorter in height, so they aren't taking up much space. And you can basically use this as a starter and then buy expansion batteries as your needs grow. So it is not too shabby. So let's see the AFERY P180 Pro in action by plugging a lot of devices into it. Check this. So we do need to be mindful that we've got 1800 watts, so it's not like we're going to be able to charge the batteries and run the induction hob all at the same time. So one of the things I love about the AFERY P180 Pro is the USBs, the 12 volt and the AC are all on different circuits. As you can see, we've got USB on and off, we've got the 12 volt, and at the back we've got the AC. So let's try the fan first. So there you go, we have the roof fan on and we are only taking 4 watts. So let's turn on the USBs. You can see everything is now charging. The switch 2 has just come on and we're only taking 40 watts. Let's turn on the AC, and it's the button behind here. So now the AC is on, and as you can see, we've got the batteries charging, we've got the switch 2, we've got the DJI stuff, and believe it or not, we do have the induction hob as well as the fan. So there you have it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 devices plugged in, all going at the one time. And also we do have our light. I think the first pro for me is, it is light and it is tiny. For just over a 1000 kilowatt hour battery, aye, this thing is nice, light and portable. And speaking of light, my other pro is the included light. I know a lot of other power stations used to do it, but they've all started to move away from it, and if I'm being honest, I've missed it. And also you can turn this on from the app as well, so if you were in bed and you've got your phone handy, you just basically turn the light on and you've got a nice wee night light. I love that all the ports are in the front, so you can get access to your USBs, you can get access to the 12 volt, but I don't know how I feel about having the AC ports on the back. If you were going to put this somewhere and you needed your solar cable, your expansion, all of that's out the way, you would basically need to pull this out to plug in your AC unless you kept them in hardwired. If you're keeping your ACs in hardwired, you can control the AC on and off from the app again. I don't know, maybe pro/con for that. I love the flat top haircut it's got. A lot of power stations will add unnecessary handles here, or they'll just make the top of it a strange shape for some reason, whereas this is nice and flat. The handles are embedded in the actual design so you can carry it. If you're in your van, you're limited on space. You can put stuff on top of it and it's not going to roll over or fall over unless you're parked on a hill. And I think lastly, the biggest pro I love about it is the expansion. Any power station, especially at a 1000 kilowatt hour capacity, having 5 times its expansion will always be a pro in my book. So are there any cons with it? I would say my main con is the app. I feel like out of every power station app that I've ever used, the AFERY's one is very laggy, because normally they can be a wee bit laggy. Any section and turning it on, I just felt like it was maybe 2-3 seconds before anything kicked in. Just the app is maybe my only con. I would say it's ideal for car campers, micro campers, bigger campers, motorhomes. Again, it's all going to depend on what your power needs are. If you're only using it for 12 volt lights and maybe a fridge, then one of these is going to be ideal. If you're going to use induction hobs or you're powering laptops because you're working from your van and stuff like that, then you might want to spring for a wee expansion battery just to have that extra power. Or even if you go tent camping and the car's only a few metres away, you can easily take this to plug in a fridge, charge your phones up, your devices, get a wee projector on the go. So aye, it's definitely portable for that. And even people that have got offices in their garden, like wee garden houses kind of thing, they've got no power in it, this is ideal. You can plug solar into it, and again, you can stack it up with as much expansion as you need. You could basically use this as home backup. You just want that peace of mind that if you were cut off for maybe say 3 or 4 days, then you could get this and expand it up to how many watts you'll actually need. So definitely emergency home backup power. So guys, if you want to go and pick up the AFERY Nomad 1800 Pro, or AFERY P180 Pro for short, then I'll leave a link to it in the description, and AFERY has kindly given me a wee discount code for you as well. So if you put this in, you'll get a nice wee discount off your order. So I will leave the links to it in the description and a pinned comment. I'm trying to push it out of the way just to see how small it looks. It looks absolutely tiny in here. That just shows you how small these are. And remember, the expansions are a lot shorter. They maybe go to about here. So aye, it's just crazy. So guys, that's going to cover it for this episode. Let me know what you think of the AFERY P180 Pro. Let me know if you've got an AFERY product. Let me know how you're getting on with it and what model it is, because apart from the Nano 100, this is the first proper power station from AFERY that I've reviewed, and it's impressed so far. And if you haven't already, why not get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I drop a new video. We are in the middle of building out Dobby 2.0. Somehow when I was not well, I managed to delete all the episodes of me doing the carpeting, the roof, the flooring. So if you've just come back to the channel and you're wondering where these videos are, I cover it all in that video there. So if you want to see the proper update on what's happening with Dobby 2.0, head on over. So until the next one guys, peace.